Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're gonna be having a McDonald's wedding in Hong Kong. This is not gonna be our real wedding, but this is a real thing that McDonald's actually does. Now, as some of you probably know, I am engaged, betrothed, affianced, and Tyler and I are in the process of planning like a non-fast food related wedding in America, which is still on. But a few months ago, while doing research for that wedding, I somehow fell into a treasure trove of articles and videos about a unique experience that's offered at some McDonald's in Hong Kong, which is that you can get married at them. And not just like it's possible to get married there, it's actually encouraged. As in, they offer wedding packages where they'll decorate the place, perform a wedding ceremony, and even provide an MC to host the whole event. It sounds pretty epic. And even though I'm not like a McDonald's super fan, though who doesn't enjoy all-day breakfast, I'm kind of dying to know what it's actually like. So I figured that during our trip to Hong Kong this year, we had to swing by a Mickey D's and get not married there. We're gonna be trading in golden rings for golden arches. I'm loving it, and my husband. Billions served, and a couple dozen married. No, this video is not sponsored. All right, let's do it. So Hong Kong was stop number 3 for us on our East Asia trip after Tokyo and Seoul. And while we were there, we stayed in the TST neighborhood in Kowloon, which has a lot of shops and restaurants of all different international cuisines.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
As well as super easy access to the Hong Kong harbor and the Star Ferry, which we took a lot. We have a ton of footage from the ferry. In fact, we have footage of people taking footage from the ferry.
Everyone's filming.
Now, before we get into it, I do want to mention the current situation in Hong Kong really quick. Since our trip to Hong Kong in late May, there's been a lot of protests and political tension, and we really hope that everything can be resolved peacefully. But that said, we still wanted to show you guys all of the fun things we filmed in Hong Kong because it really is a cool place with a lot to offer, and we really enjoyed our time there. So with that, on to our McDonald's wedding, which we had planned for the afternoon on our second day in Hong Kong in a 4 to 6 p.m. time slot.
Safiya is over here throwing on her makeup. She's got white on,
I know.
which we had to go find and buy.
We went shopping yesterday in Hong Kong and got a couple little outfits.
I look like basically like I'm going to like a country club.
You do look a little bit like Andy Bernard, but like not pastel. Now, besides outfit shopping, planning a wedding is hard enough, let alone planning a wedding 7,000 miles away. But thankfully, our friend Taylor R, a Hong Kong-based YouTuber, and her team member Natalie were able to provide us some local assistance coordinating the big day.
I think that they think there might be like a 10% chance this is like a Jim and Pam speed wedding.
Yeah, like this is our actual wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently in Hong Kong, all you need is like a lawyer present and like you can get married.
Yeah.
So when I was first planning it, Taylor was like, do you want a lawyer? And I was like, I mean, I guess we could. Now, as for the venue, none of the McDonald's in the TST area are actually equipped to hold a wedding party, so we had booked our wedding at the Festival Walk Mall location, about a 15-minute drive away.
Because this is at a mall, you could say, let's go to the mall
I was just singing that.
to get fake married.
It's not fake married.
Not married.
It's almost like an engagement party because we never had one of those.
No, you're right.
After speeding through the rest of my makeup, my bridal look was complete.
You look good. I like this dress.
I just burped, thank you. And it was time for us to head over to Mickey D's.
Do you think we should try like McDonald's themed vows? Like, you are definitely not a value meal. I would definitely supersize my love for you.
I don't think there is a vow part. So we hopped in a cab to get to our wedding. As you guys can see, it was raining and as always, extremely humid outside.
We are very fogged.
And besides messing with our camera, it also didn't help Tyler's hair situation, which had pulled a Monica from Friends pretty much as soon as we landed in Hong Kong.
It's the humidity!
And so I had tried to do something about it.
My hair is weird.
I made Tyler smooth his hair down. I think it looks good, but he doesn't like it. So this is Tyler's general hair preface.
It's necessary, okay? It gets weird. It gets weird.
But anyway, as we were ascending the escalator to McDonald's, I spotted some of our guests. That's Taylor and Natalie, and I think Natalie's brought a few friends.
Good. We won't have an empty wedding.
People were very excited to see you in white.
It is a little bit like a Bigfoot sighting. Now, the McDonald's we were going to was on the top floor of like 7 levels in the mall and sat above an indoor ice skating rink, which I guess isn't that weird, but I don't think I've ever seen one in a mall before. And the McDonald's itself, once you get inside it, is definitely pretty nice, with like self-serve kiosks, a hot drink counter, and a pastry shelf. It's basically like if McDonald's ate a Starbucks. And for our nuptials, we headed back to their designated event room, which had been decked out for us.
And there's a lot of people in here. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our wedding, kind of.
We had booked the happiness party package for 3,000 Hong Kong dollars, or about 380 USD.
Oh my god, Ty, this is epic.
And with that, they basically offer a Chinese-style suite of wedding decorations or a Western-style one, which is what we chose. And I tried to get as many of the trappings as I could. It does seem like they used to offer a few other fun things that were no longer available, which we'll touch on in a second, but regardless, I was pretty pleased with our spread.
This is awesome.
Besides the decorations, we did have a few people there, like our Hong Kong crew. So here we've got Taylor, Natalie, Zoe, and Sandy. Hello, hello. As well as Tyler's parents.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
You know we're not getting married right now, right?
Who had been in Taiwan the week before, so they just kind of hopped over. Also, our editors, who had been traveling with us, were there as well.
Emily and Claire are not pictured, but they are also here.
And as we got settled in, the party MCs of the event, Thomas and Winkle, jumped right into the festivities.
This is the gift for our Hong Kong McDonald's. So friends will come from our McDonald's to get the weddings.
Oh, thank you.
Do I get
this
something?
is awesome. Does he get anything?
Is that a little boutonniere? Yeah. Oh, I was just kidding.
So they gave us 2 corsages to go with our fun balloon bouquet.
It kind of feels like a hot dog at the bottom.
And once we had been flowered, our MCs explained that before the set mix ceremony, it was time for dinner.
So it's feeding time first.
Yes. We feast.
Hong Kong McDonald's does have a fair amount of familiar menu items.
Well, it's my wedding, right? So I can have a McFlurry for like the main course.
I like that you're treating this like your 10th birthday.
But they also have a lot of things that I've never seen on their US menu, like some signature drinks,
Cheese tea, right?
Yes, cheese tea.
as well as a crowd favorite amongst our guests.
We have shake fries.
Everybody loves shake fries apparently, so we ordered a bunch to see what the fuss was all about.
It comes with a little bag, and what you do is you pour the fries into the bag.
And then you pour the milkshake into the bag?
No, there's a season. That's what I thought too.
It's like on the side. Like, I just like it.
And they also give you a little flavor packet, which you pour into the bag too, and then start shaking.
This is the shake.
Taylor also likes to eat her shake fries with ice cream, sort of Wendy's Frosty style.
I got Tyler's mom in on the try.
Oh my god.
Is this okay with you, Taylor?
First try. We're going hardcore at this wedding.
It's good? Good?
Are you sure?
Are you lying?
I haven't seen her swallow it yet.
Very quickly, the rest of our food arrived, and they tried to present it kind of fancily.
Look how elegantly placed their ketchup is for your wedding.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm
Paid for
honored.
that service here.
But it was, in the end, though appetizing, still just normal McDonald's food.
All right.
This is our feast.
Tyler got a Big Mac and his coveted McFlurry.
I got a grilled chicken sandwich also, and a cheese tea.
And of course, we had to try the much hyped shake fries.
Oh,
Does
it
it look
smells
good?
amazing, yeah.
So Tyler started rattling them around like maracas, which quickly turned into a rendition of the Harlem Shake fries.
This is not sponsored by McDonald's.
No, sponsored by Shake Weight.
Yeah.
And they ended up being pretty tasty. But the dancing did make Tyler work up a bit of a sweat.
I'm gonna dab him off.
This
a
is
little
the
bit.
ceremonial dab.
Yeah.
This is love here. Oh, stop.
I don't think I've ever dabbed on camera before, and I think I just did it like very badly.
I feel like it's like nervous wedding energy. And this is like a not real wedding.
Yeah.
We'll see when the real wedding video comes out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be dabbing left and right.
But besides the shake fries,
Cheers.
we did have our other food to eat and romantically feed each other.
I just got a good view of the chewed up Big Mac. This is my life now. Forever.
Put me on blast.
And to give our dinner more of a wedding feel, Tyler called for a toast.
All right, ready?
And his dad answered that call.
But we need to have something to toast with.
Would you like my half-drunk cheese tea?
Cheese tea?
Okay.
I don't want any cheese tea.
No one wants my cheese tea.
It was kind of like a warm-up for a real wedding.
It is a great honor for your mother and me to be here at this wedding, which we've thought about so much for so many years. Couldn't be more happy than to welcome Safiya into our family.
In a couple months.
Hopefully not at McDonald's.
Hey.
Hopefully at McDonald's.
Not necessarily not at McDonald's.
Are they sponsoring?
No, but no, we're just trying to be nice.
But regardless, I thought it was a pretty good impromptu speech.
To Tyler and Safiya, may you have many happy meal returns.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So with everyone fed and toasted, the party MCs were ready to move on to the ceremonial segment of the wedding.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome all of you to the wedding party of Taylor and Safiya here in Hong Kong McDonald's today. Yeah!
And they called us up to the altar, if you will.
Dun, 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 dun.
And dove right into their script.
Both of you look great today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We went shopping yesterday.
Yes, everything is new.
But there's still one thing missing. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I knew it. It's the wedding ring now.
Now, I don't think McDonald's provides these balloon wedding rings anymore, but I wanted a pair so badly that Natalie actually commissioned her friend to make us some.
Whoa, this is awesome.
They then directed us to exchange them, which I think if there had been a lawyer there, would have been the actual marriage part.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's Safiya's turn.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
right
you.
here.
Yes.
Yay.
Everything is squeaking. I'm
Yes.
like giving my bouquet away. It's all squeaking.
And I was pretty impressed by our rubber bling.
Damn, look at that rock. This thing must be what? 5, 6
1,000 carats.
thousand carats? You look like a pimp.
This is that AdSense money.
After the exchanging of the rings, they had some more fast food oriented activities for us to do.
You have a little bit challenge for you guys.
We need to kiss with the help of our iconic McDonald's French fries.
Essentially, they wanted us to Lady and the Tramp an iconic McDonald's French fry and kiss in the middle.
3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Tyler and Safiya. So sweet and maybe a little bit salty.
Actually, based on their script, maybe that's when we would have gotten married. So next up was a sort of drinking ritual, which apparently is a Chinese wedding tradition centering around the idea that wine sounds like long time.
So Tyler and Safiya, each of you, please get a cup of drink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and turn around and look at your husband and wife.
Husband and wife.
Except in this case, instead of wine, they had provided us with orange Fanta to drink.
Don't spill.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. And now we'd like to drink hand in hand. So let's count to
Like
three
this?
together.
Like this?
3, 2, 1.
They did kind of throw us into this one, but we did our best.
Wow.
Bringing us to the part of the ceremony that I was really excited about,
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah.
which was a Jenga tower of apple pie boxes shaped like a wedding cake,
Now, please hold the apple pies.
which they wanted us to place on top of the pyramid.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Apple, apple. Join your hearts like an apple. Yeah.
I'm still not sure why we did this exactly, because it's kind of the opposite of cutting a cake, but they did then want us to feed each other while doing the arm cross thingy.
How do we? Like twice?
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh!
Thomas might have been trolling us with this one.
You're choking each other.
But unlike with the heart pose, we were pretty successful at this.
Wow. I think we did that without spilling, which is like kind of epic.
That was really romantic.
You felt it? You felt good?
Yeah.
Now, after our first apple pie, Tyler was feeling somewhat intimidated by the giant pile of them in front of him,
We have a lot of apple pie right now.
I don't think all of these are full. Don't tell anyone.
which was both a bit of a letdown and also a huge relief.
Most of it is structural, but there are a couple of strategic filled ones.
Yeah, I was like, we have 6 guests. You've seen this.
But don't worry, our guests still got something, as Thomas and Winkle brought out a platter of chocolate pies. I think because they didn't even have enough apple pie in the entire store.
Natalie likes it.
I love it.
Natalie approved.
After we all ate a fair amount of dessert, the MCs announced that it was time for the game portion of the wedding.
We would like to include 8 guests to join us. 8 guests. 8 guests.
Do we have 8?
Maybe we'll have 6. So please come here and join our game.
Maybe they usually have more kids in attendance at these weddings who are eager to play some balloon games, but for our wedding, we were gonna need every person there to participate.
So what you need to do is very simple. First, please pair up with each other and then hold each other's hands like this.
The first game we were gonna be playing was called Love Bombs.
We're throwing our love?
You can throw these colorful balls with your love.
In which Tyler and I were supposed to toss balloons at the pairs, and they were supposed to receive them.
Like this?
Or so we thought.
So are you ready?
Sure, yes.
Thus began the most chaotic 5 minutes of any wedding ever, minus the murdery ones from Game of Thrones, of course, in which we just hopelessly threw balloons at our guests, and they tried to hoop them with their arms.
It was kind of like a Greek wedding, but with balloons.
I have no idea what's happening!
It was at this point that the party MCs, desperately trying to wrangle the situation, explained that we had not even been playing the game correctly.
They're supposed to catch them.
Apparently, instead of hooping, you are supposed to pin the balloons between your elbows.
Wait, I thought it was like basketball.
All right, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna start again.
So with renewed direction, we ran it back for round 2.
Okay, here we go.
So ready? 3, 2, 1, stop! Yay!
But even though we thought we understood the game better, we didn't understand it at all.
You need to hold it and catch more.
Apparently, you were supposed to collect multiple balloons rather than just dumping them on the ground, as you can see Winkle here desperately trying to convey to us. But I think at this point, our guests were done with the rules and it just became the Thunderdome. This went on for a few more seconds before the MCs decided to end the madness.
Let's see which pair is the winner. Let's calculate.
Tyler's parents were reasonably disqualified,
For a variety of reasons.
and I think everyone else was declared a winner just because.
And so we have 2 winners. Yay!
Now I think, against all reason and judgment,
What just happened?
the MCs decided to go ahead and have us play a second game.
Okay, so now Tyler and Safiya will throw out these love hoops again with their love. The partner needs to catch these love hoops with your body.
So basically, this game was kind of like human ring toss.
Like,
Over here. That is all on you.
And suddenly, it was game time.
Okay, let us start again now.
And I will say that it seemed like everyone was a bit better at playing love hoops than they were at love bombs, though there was still some illegal grabbing of the rings occurring, some assistance from the McDonald's employees, and just as much yelling.
You need to get more and more.
And in the mayhem, somehow this happened. So all in all, it was a pretty fun game, mostly because I won.
I got one. I don't even know how.
So with the games over and our 2-hour slot almost done, it was time to thank our guests for coming.
I think that Taylor and Safiya have prepared some things for our guests.
I had forgotten we had paid for these, but our guest favors were personalized McDonald's thank you cards with our faces on them,
I'm so selling this on eBay.
and McDonald's keepsake tumblers.
See, we did buy them presents.
And regardless of how branded they were, it was a nice surprise for our guests.
Love it.
And also for us.
So now, with such a memorable gift and beautiful decoration, why don't we take a photo with Safiya and Tyler?
So they gave us a little time for some wedding photos.
No nose hair though?
Here. I'm just sticking his hair back in his nose.
With our guests, our MCs, and our wide variety of decorations, just so we could document and remember this joyous occasion. And then finally, it was time for one last wedding tradition.
Now I'm gonna throw my bouquet. I actually have been throwing a lot of balloons at people in this video already.
Yes.
But, you know, we'll just throw one more, it's fine. Ready? Over which shoulder? Over which shoulder?
I would say you go like straight over the head. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. All right, ready?
And my bouquet sailed directly to Natalie.
Yeah!
She didn't even have to move.
I caught Taylor's bouquet and Safiya's bouquet.
So we'll all return in 1 year for Natalie's wedding. Right here. Right here.
I'm not sure that Natalie actually wants a McDonald's wedding, but if she does, I'm so there. After that, they gave us a few more minutes in the room to take some final photos, and then it was time to head out.
Here comes to the end of the wedding party. Bye-bye.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think? Good wedding?
Yeah.
Great wedding.
So we packed up our gifts and headed back to our hotel.
I feel like we could have gone ice skating, but I forgot pants.
They're also Zamboni right now, so I think it's a good thing that we didn't plan to do it.
I think it was for the best anyway. We didn't really need any wedding day wipeouts.
All right, so I think that's like mostly our McDonald's wedding.
Overall, I had a great time.
We came, we saw, we ate, we ballooned,
We ballooned. That's the big one. Yeah.
both literally and metaphorically.
I really enjoyed how they inserted fast food themes into traditional wedding rituals, which made it feel more like a unique experience and not just like a wedding that happened to be at a McDonald's.
And I also have a giant ring.
That said, where I would say there was some room for improvement was with the catering. It would be nice to have something special like a ceremonial wedding burger, or maybe like a nuptial dipping sauce for some unity tenders. I don't know, just something to think about. Now, I personally still wouldn't choose this for my actual wedding, but that's not to say I don't see the appeal. McDonald's has said that they started offering weddings through popular demand, both because people were meeting each other at McDonald's and therefore wanted to get married there, and also because some couples just wanted a casual and cozy environment to tie the knot. And sort of similarly to how we had a pre-wedding celebration, it seems like couples will have McDonald's wedding parties for other wedding-related events like reception after parties, anniversaries, and engagement parties. As for us, we are still planning a different wedding later this fall, but as far as fake weddings go, well, it's no Jana wedding, but it was pretty good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and once again, a huge thank you to all of our guests for coming from near and far to attend our McDonald's wedding, like Tyler's parents,
I think we all had fun.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the balloon game.
Yeah.
and the HK squad, Taylor, Natalie, Zoe, and Sandy.
Also, I want to thank Taylor and Natalie for helping us plan this McDonald's wedding. As I implied earlier, I've been emailing Natalie for months, harassing her. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much for all your help and for the amazing ring. Bling. You just want to grab it?
I just want to touch it.
Just like grope it a little bit. It's a good handful. That's all you need is a good handful.
If you liked that video, make sure to shamash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to shamash that subscribe button. Here are my social media handles, and a big shout out to Emily B for watching. Thanks for watching, Emily B, and I will see you guys next time.